The homeowners had it up to here with the house cleaner, and now the house cleaner might get fired. I hate it for the house cleaner, and I hate it even more for the homeowner. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. If you go to angela@askahousecleaner.com, that is an email address where you can email me here to the show. Now, somebody emailed me and they asked this question, and I want to read this, and then we're going to try to resolve it, okay? She said, "Hello, Angela. Help! Every house cleaner that I've had to fire because sooner or later they leave the house dirty without caring. Their attitude is that I have to take it and that I'm demanding, and I tell them what needs to be cleaned the most. Sylvia, whom I hired 2 years ago, comes in with a friend. I have never argued with any of them, but the last 2 friends quit. They're all Europeans, and I say this because I hear so many people telling me that they're the best house cleaners. Well, Sylvia does the vacuuming and the dusting besides making all the beds. The friend does the kitchen, 3.5 bedrooms, and the mopping. Her friends have damaged my burner. The oven was also left a permanent scratch and a scratch on the stainless steel refrigerator. I've only asked them to please take care of my home because appliances are very expensive. No arguments and no drama from me. Yesterday, the kitchen was left undone except the top of the stove, and in the office, only mopping. I told Sylvia that there's something wrong with her friend because she leaves too much unfinished. Sylvia's response to me was, 'You complain too much.' Every week, I have to tell Sylvia to clean something because even the dusting is never done right. I treat her great. We laugh a lot, and I double her Christmas gift, and I gave her friend half of what I gave Sylvia for Christmas. Help! I want to fire them because of the disrespect. I'm not a snooty person, but I need help cleaning my house. I was brought up to appreciate help. Am I being too friendly? I pay Sylvia exactly what she asks for, and I give her time to pick up her kids from school if she needs to leave early. I need your help so that I don't continue making the same mistakes." Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. I want to start with the concept that relationships are not stagnant. Every relationship, whether it's a permanent relationship that's professional or whether it's a personal relationship, they're not stagnant. They're either getting better or they're getting worse. Every interaction is getting better or it's getting worse, okay? So in the house cleaning industry, one of the things that I personally recommend is that every year we have a renewal of our contract. Now, Sylvia has been with this customer for 2 years. Now, in marriage, we have an anniversary. And this is where we go out and we celebrate the occasion, like, hey, a year ago we got married. Hey, 20 years ago we got married. And it's a renewal of the vows, right? People go out and they celebrate the day they said, I do, right? So in house cleaning, it's very similar. At the end of every year on your anniversary, I like to have a renewal where we go back through the customer's home. We do another walkthrough. We look at all of the changes that have happened in the customer's home over the last year. And do we need to make price adjustments? Because sometimes they've added a few dogs, or they've added an elder parent, or maybe they had a new baby, or maybe a college kid moved home after school and moved in with them, or you have an adult that got divorced that moved in with their couple of kids, right? Things happen in a home that change the nuances and the scope of the work. So by doing another walkthrough, that allows you to have a new conversation. Now, what we're talking about here is not that a whole bunch of things changed, but that the house cleaner's attention to detail changed, okay? So this renewal agreement is where both parties get to go, hey, I don't think we're playing on the same page anymore. So in the very beginning, steps that this homeowner can do moving forward is on the walkthrough. Ask this question: how will I know when you are done cleaning my house? And let the house cleaner give you some kind of I have a checklist that I will work from, and I will check off everything that I've done when I'm at your house. And then this is my satisfaction guarantee. And if by any chance none of this stuff that I've checked off meets your expectations, I will come back at no charge and I will re-clean your house, right? I'm not hearing a satisfaction guarantee in this. I'm hearing that the homeowner is displeased because stuff was left undone or it was scratched or damaged. And she's just kind of like going, all right, here we go again. When she brings it up, the house cleaner is like, you complain too much. I have a problem with that. Okay. The house cleaner is getting paid for a service. And if the homeowner comes back and says, hey, we have a problem here, and she's like, you complain too much, I would let Sylvia go. Okay. Me personally, I'm not going to tolerate that kind of behavior. But what I also heard was that you keep hiring house cleaners and two of the friends quit. Okay. So there's some kind of glitch there in the communication. If we go back to the relationships that are either getting better or worse, a lot of that is based on communication. So in the very beginning, when you do the walkthrough and you say, how will I know when the job is done? I also would like to make it clear at that point, are you adding new things or are they the same things? Because if you are both agreeing on that walkthrough, what exactly is to be done at every single cleaning, you're going to know what is checked off and what looks nice at the end of the cleaning. And so when the house cleaner does an inspection, you can do your own inspection. Okay. And then find out from the house cleaner, how long after you leave, when I do my own personal inspection of your work, do you need a call before my satisfaction guarantee expires? And that's usually a 24-hour window. Okay. So as long as you're both playing on the same page and the expectations are clear, it doesn't matter how many friends Sylvia brings with her or your new house cleaner brings with her. If they're all following the same rules and they all know where that checkout point is, we got to check off this stuff on our checklist. She's going to do an inspection within 24 hours. Those are crystal clear boundaries, right? I love the fact that you treat them with respect and that you give them Christmas bonuses and that you cause no drama in the house and you stay out of their way and all of these things. I love that about you. But I want you to get the service that you're paying for. And that comes down to communication. So in this scenario, I recommend that you do replace Sylvia, that you get a new house cleaner, but on that walkthrough, establish the expectations up front. Make sure that they're realistic so that you just might come out and say, hey, listen, no damage to my property. We've had other house cleaners that have damaged my property. Appliances are expensive. Please use proper chemicals and proper scrub brushes and things like that on my appliances so that we don't have any damage, okay? And then make sure that they are insured. If they are insured and they create some kind of damage, they should pay for that. And that is part of making sure that you've done your due diligence when you hire a cleaning service. As far as them being European, I promise you this, that's a rumor or a myth because there are fantastic house cleaners of every creed, every age, every culture. It's a wild west out there as far as who you can hire, but there's some fantastic house cleaners from every walk of life. So don't limit it just to the Europeans because I promise you there are a whole bunch of really fantastic people that are available that know the job and they've been trained and certified and they're ready to help you. All right, I hope that helps. If it does, give us a thumbs up. If you got questions or comments, those go in the notes below. And if you really want to learn about expectations and boundaries, I've got a whole playlist right up here that will help you navigate these waters in any business, but specifically that of house cleaning. All right, until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.